the... Just sitting here? Huh. Yoink. So before I show you the rest of my pickups, I'm just going to show you this stuff real quick because a lot of these were bootlegs that I had to throw away, but there is some good stuff in here. I have Iron Man on Blu-ray. That's really cool. Hitman. Serious Sam. The Weird Al Show. I'll have to sit down and watch that. This was really cool. Shin Megami Tensei 2 original soundtrack. That's really, really cool. Definitely keeping that because that's interesting. I wish I had found the games with it in this as well, but what can you do? The last goon show of all. Some Marilyn Manson crap. Man with the Screaming Brain. Some demo discs. Wendigo. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Cool to get. Unreal Tournament. Great game. A Dilbert book. I'll give that to my friend. Friends Season 2. Die Hard Quadrilogy. Imagine displaying this crap, man. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Reg Regan. I'm just gonna show him. Soul Reaver. Requiem Avenging Angel. Wait, what's that? That looks badass. First person shooter where you kill demons? That sounds really cool. Doug Anthony, Kath and Kim, Scrubs. Summer Heights High, which is really, really funny. 2 Seasons of Oz, State of Emergency. A Weird Al Yankovic music video collection. Bridget Jones's Diary. Some other Kath and Kim thing. Rome Total War. And a Ball of Twine. My mother knits. I'll give that to her. S for 8 Fly. How about that? And what I more wanted this for is just these 2 cool leather cases. These are, I don't know, they look very nice in my room. Just cool things, and for free, I mean, why not? Saw them on the side of the road as I was walking around, just walking. I go for a walk every night. I saw these, I thought, they're coming with me. Alright, let's share this stuff. I just need to move this crap. Did a full circle. Where am I going to put this stuff? Down here on the floor. My knee is messed up, so having trouble with the old bending. It's like my days of bending girders are coming to an end, eh? Alright, pickups. Why can I not move? There we go. Let's do this one in the beanie. This pickup, full of heartache, full of a bit of good stuff, but mostly looking around and not really finding much. I went to a lot of places over the last couple of weeks and I just didn't find much. There just was not anything there to find, unfortunately, which sucks, but what can you do? Before anyone asks, bike accident. I was biking up a hill, went to pedal, then just fell. Oh well. I do have a lot of eBay stuff to show. eBay and Cash Converter's website. I even wrote up prices for stuff. But I'm just waiting for everything to get here before I actually make a, before I show this stuff off. Because this is going to be like a new kind of series, what I've been buying with the money I make on eBay, just so people can see that I spend it on video games. In case anybody ever had doubts. Okay, so no strict order on this one. This was from yesterday on Sunday. The school across from my work, they were having a fete, and they usually have like a trash and treasure thing. So I slipped out of work, don't tell anyone, and I went on a break and went over. And I found a bunch of stuff. Unfortunately, in their trash and treasure thing, it was very crowded, so I couldn't get any video. I did want to get video. It was mostly like toys and stuff. They did have a few cool PS3 like accessories, but I was like, I don't really want them. You know, one was $8, one was $10. It was like a SingStar one, a Buzz one. I just wasn't really feeling it. But I did buy this stuff. This cost me a total of $10, and it would have been an amazing deal. But heartache, heartbreak, that stuff is coming in. Like, I didn't get this though. Fantasia the Anthology. That's just so cool. Definitely want to sit down and watch these and then see if I can send it on. Sell it to someone. But it comes with Fantasia. Fantasia 2000. And something like, this is the main reason I bought it. Fantasia Legacy. Fantasia is like the only Disney movie I have any care about. Just because it takes a really cool idea. And it's an idea that no one else has ever really ran with, which is taking classical music and giving it a kind of like, giving it imagery almost. That's exactly what it does. It's just really cool. I have no idea why no one else has really done stuff like this. I understand Fantasia wasn't massively profitable. You know, it doesn't make the kind of money that a normal Disney movie makes, like a Marvel movie, but yeah, I guess something like Fantasia doesn't really, what's the word? Interest a lot of kids, or really a lot of adults that go to see Disney movies. It interests people who are more refined? No. If you like Fantasia, that's cool. I like Fantasia too. They're my favourite Disney movies. Fantasia 2000 is good too. I like that one. The ending is really good. I like the one with all the whales. That was fun. Original Fantasia is where it's at though. It's just, you can't beat the original Fantasia. They did have a lot of video game stuff there, like good lot of PS2 games, good lot of Wii games. I didn't really want a whole lot of them. They did cherry pick a copy of Astro Boy. This was $2, it goes for about 15. Also $2, We Play. Brand new, factory sealed. Once again, about 10 to 15, so throw that up on the eBay. And these would have been awesome to get for $2 each. House of the Dead 2 and 3, Conduit, Okami, and Smash Brothers Brawl. This would have paid for everything that I bought, but unfortunately, yeah. They had a bunch of Wii games there. None of them had the disc in it. I was like, I got those as soon as they opened, so there was no way these ever had the discs in them. Someone probably donated these and just forgot that they already traded them into EV Games years before or something. Yeah, that sucks because that's a good little lot of games there that I would have been able to get, but I took them over to a lady who was serving people. I said, these don't have the discs in them, would you maybe be willing to sell the case for like 50 cents each? And they said, yeah, sure. So yeah, 50 cents for the cases. If anybody wants any of these, let me know. I don't want anything for them. Just pay the shipping cost of $3 and they're yours. So yeah, bit of heartbreak there. But I did find that cool Fantasia set and a little bit of stuff to sell on. And those free DVDs, so I mean, I can't really complain, you know? I did find all of that stuff yesterday on Sunday. Today, more heartbreak, but I did find some cool stuff. I went all the way to Goodna, and Goodna's a decent little drive, and all I found in a random op shop, Disney Pixar Monsters Inc. Scare Island, the limited edition. Some guy in my local markets has this, or he did have one, I haven't been in ages, and he wanted like $20 for it. This was only $1. So I thought, why not? No idea if it has value, but it's one for the PS2 collection, and there's not too many collector's edition stuff for the PS2, so I thought I'd grab it. Also today in my local Salvation Army, they had this, which is just really cool. I saw this on the side and thought it might have been like a book. It says Bruce Lee Collection. I was like, oh, like maybe it has like photos of him or something, I don't know. But no, it's a DVD set. It's a really cool DVD set. It opens up like this, and then you open it up. So like nice gloss photos of him. It's got... Spectrum DVD. This has to be like Chinese or something. I have no idea. It is interesting. Usually when I see like Chinese writing and text on DVDs, I always assume they're bootlegs. And every single one of these says DTS on them, which... Whenever I found stuff that says DTS, they're always bootlegs, but these look pretty real, and... I mean, I don't think a bootlegger would go as far as to make stuff like this. Yeah, like that's embossed. Yeah, look at these, like the Big Boss, Fists of Fury, The Way of the Dragon, Game of Death. Ah, fell out. And Bruce Lee, the man and the legend. Come on. You can't beat that. $8 for that. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I'm not going to keep this myself. This is like pretty heavy as far as like shipping it would concern. This would cost me about $15 to ship by itself, so it's like, It does have a little bit of damage, so I don't know. Maybe I'll watch these and then take it to Computer Exchange. See if they want to give me something for it. It is just cool. You know, some stuff you buy just because it's cool. Yeah, other than that, I did not find anything in Goodner at all, which sucked. But before that, I had a full work week, and on Tuesday of last week, I went out and found the rest of this stuff. So I went to the Logan area, old retro game, or an old stomping ground for when I used to do hunting more often. Since I do full-time work now, it's hard. It's hard to get out. But I did find a lot of stuff there, but the day did not start off well. I went to the RSPCA in Maruka. It's next to a gas station, or a petrol station, and I thought I'll get there at 9 AM as soon as they open. And I found, for $2, Tony Hawk's Project 8. Great game. Really great game, actually. I love the Tony Hawk's games, they're so fun. After that, I thought I'd wasted a little bit of my time, and I thought a lot of stuff was going to be gone by the time I did get to Logan. But when I got to Logan, I went to the Browns Plains store first, their cash converters, and I found all of this. And all of this is to sell on. So first up we have Call of Duty Black Ops 2 for the Xbox 360, $3, that's a $15 trade-in to Computer Exchange. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, this does not have single player on it, this is multiplayer and zombies. And it has the original Black Ops on it. That's crummy though, that's really crummy. Is it true that the new Black Ops doesn't have a single player? I think I read that somewhere. Grand Theft Auto 5, prices come down on this a lot, but I didn't know that at the time. Family Game Night Volume 3, it's worth about 10 to 15. The Walking Dead, Telltale, really good game. Definitely play this if you haven't. It's pretty cheap, you can get it for like $15. Really good storytelling. And one for the collection. One that I've been looking for a long time. I played this back when it was released at my friend's place because he had it downloaded on his PlayStation 3. It is Pain. $6 for that, great deal. This friend, he had this downloaded, and every game he had, he would always leave them out of the cases. He had like a, he never displayed them. He had like a tub full of games, but they were all loose disc. And he had PlayStation 1 games, but like, they were scratched to hell. And then I would go over and he would tell me like, oh yeah, these PlayStation 1 games are worth like $40 each, $50 some of them. And it was, we tried to play them and none of them worked. Because they were so scratched up. Yeah. Some people just can't take care of their shit. That's how it is. They're messy and they're terrible. This was back in high school, man. This guy was living out in his bloody parents' flat, or like their shed. Called it a granny flat. And, like, whenever I'd go over, that place just stunk. Didn't visit him very often, but it's like, he was a gross person. Yeah, paying for the PlayStation 3, $6, a bit more than I wanted to pay. But you'll see afterwards that it was a good deal. Yeah, it does have some value. Not released in NTSC territories, only in PAL, I'm pretty sure. And it's as complete and in good as of condition as it can get. English. What do you know of it? Just up the road. Did I get 2 things in there? No, I got all of this stuff, never mind. Just up the road, I went to a new op shop, one that I'd never seen before. It was called One World. I think they do charity work in Vietnam. But I went in there and I found a Blu-ray for $1. Hercules Extended Cut. I thought this came out last year. Apparently it's from 2014. Where does the time go? This movie sucked. I watched it. It was rough. I do not recommend it, man. And for $1, collector's edition of Casino Royale. I'm not really buying movies anymore. Like, I'm not buying them to collect. I'm just picking up ones that I want to watch. What is up with my voice today? But yeah, 3-disc set here. I'll watch it, and then Computer Exchange can give me something for it. That's what it's all about. Then after that, Brown's... No, wait. More stuff from that op shop. I was looking around, and the last time I went to that op shop, it is very new. I'd only been into it one time before. I only found one thing, and it was very hard to find anything there just because it was, like, really crowded. This time it was a lot more neat. It was much nicer. And I managed to find some more stuff. So I found this here for $5. A Dreambox. Boom. Use PlayStation and PlayStation 2 controllers with your Xbox. If you don't think that's cool, there's something wrong with you. Using a PlayStation 2 controller on an original Xbox, that's awesome. I kind of wish it was the opposite way though, because I have so many original Xbox controllers and so few PlayStation 2 controllers. Or I did have so few PlayStation 2 controllers. I'm gonna put this right up here. Right up here. There we go. Already found a nice spot for it. No idea if it's worth anything, it's just something cool for the collection. They had... And this is my favorite find of the week. PlayStation 2 controllers for $4 each. I will always pick up good condition PlayStation 2 controllers if they're $5 and under. And for some reason, it's been like a solid year since I found these. Because when I was selling off all of my doubles and stuff, when it got to the PlayStation 2 consoles, I was finding that I had to grab controllers from my own collection to pair up with consoles that I had bought loose. Like, if I found a console loose for like $10, I'd buy it, and then I would have to find controllers for it as well, because no one had controllers for cheap. So, for the past year, I've been using a really shoddy third-party controller, and now I have 2 good working original first-party controllers, and I can start using these again. So cool. Very, very happy with those. It's the little things, man. Like, when you see a good condition first-party controller, pick it up. Like, for some reason, Computer Exchange wants like $30 for these. 25 to 30. It's so crazy. Some of their prices are really weird. Also for $4, this also works really, really well. A 6-axis DualShock 3. PlayStation 3 controller, $4. I have like 4 other PlayStation 4 controllers, and I have 5. And if I'm going to be playing video games my whole life, I might as well get them now. Before they become stupid hard to find and expensive. So from there I did go to Computer Exchange in Browns Plains. And I did trade in a bunch of stuff, so I have credit to throw around there again. I have about $50 credit to throw around, so I might get a GameCube game at some point. I bought some stuff while I was in there because I saw some stuff that I wanted. First up, for the PlayStation 3, Mega Mind Ultimate Showdown. I do want to get all of these, like, kids titles for the PlayStation 3 because they're good games. Don't be fooled just because it's based on a kids movie. They're all really good. Because they all pretty much play the same. They're just 3D action platformers, and I like those. One that I've had some difficulty finding, Leisure Suit Larry, box office bust. Just not one that I ever come across, so it was nice to finally get a good copy. I think I was seeing this quite a bit in the UK, but I just never see it in Australia. It's nice to finally get a copy. Complete and in great condition. You know, $12 on credit, why not? I am still trying to get the PlayStation 3 games I don't have. Not going for a full set, just buying anything that really piques my interest. I hear this is a really bad game. I mean, there's not been a Leisure Suit Larry game since that one, so it must be. Cabela's Dangerous Adventures. I was wondering whether I had this, but I thought for $2 I'll get it, because I enjoy the Cabela's games. I'm gonna check real quick. No, I have Cabela's Outdoor Adventures, that's what I have. And Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2. There's a lot of Cabela's games out there. Alright, so a new one, Cabela's Dangerous Adventures. These are fun games. You just go around and shoot animals. That sounds kind of sadistic when you say it out loud. This one must be on my PlayStation 4. One that was really cool to get, I had no idea this was ever released. For the PlayStation 4, Rogue Troopers Redux. Just, remember Rogue Troopers, the comic books? Come on. I'm pretty sure there was a PlayStation 2 and a Wii Rogue Troopers as well. I think I have the Wii game somewhere. Looking over my collection, I'm sure it's there somewhere. I think it was an American copy. But yeah, just cool to get. I'll sit down and play that. Third-person action game, that'll be fun. Might do a live stream of it, I don't know. Alright, and the next place I went, Logan Central. Oh wait, I didn't find this as well. $2 for the toys room. Some crappy garbage game that'll just go in the collection. Okay, so in the Logan Central area, I did find some stuff. I went to a random Lifeline and found this for $1, Mass Effect. It's a good game. I really want this on PS3. If anybody has the first one on PlayStation 3, let me know. I cannot find it anywhere. I know it was only released as part of the trilogy, and it's like, I don't want to buy the trilogy pack just for that game. But I went into the Logan Central Cash Converters, and they had some really good Wii games there. So I had my pick of the litter, and I ended up getting, and I sent this to John Carter as well, check him out on YouTube, and he was very impressed. So you have Soul Calibur Legends for $5, what I've been looking for, wanted to add to the collection, just looks fun. Lego Indiana Jones 2, that's one to sell on. Lego Star Wars: A Complete Saga for $3, another one just to sell on. And the find of the show. Probably about a $40 to $50 game. For $3, one I was looking for ages and ages and ages. Kirby's Adventure on the Wii. So cool. This is Kirby's Return to Dreamland in America, I think. Yeah. In Australia, it was called Kirby's Adventure Wii. I'm gonna sit down and play this so much. This looks so fun. I'm sure Kathy will enjoy playing it when she comes over as well. Yeah, it says up to 4 players, so that'll be awesome. This is complete and in as good of a condition as you could ever ask for. I really want to get Kirby's Dream Collection, I think it's called. That one's hard to find. So yeah, another awesome Wii game to add to the collection, and one that I want to sit down and play. I'm slowly but surely just getting the Nintendo Wii games that I want. Like, a lot of people were kind of saying that stuff like Kirby's Adventure, stuff like, just that kind of stuff. They were saying that, oh, you're gonna have to pay for those ones, and nah man, just keep your eye out, keep on hunting, you will find that stuff eventually. Also went into a random pawnbrokers across the road, no idea what they're called, but they have stacks and stacks of PS3 and Xbox 360 games. Most of them are scratched, so I did leave a bunch, but I did get these. Kung Fu Panda, $5, it's about a $20 game. Weirdly enough. And another copy of Pain, this one's only $5. Not only that, it had 2 copies of the game in it. So why not? Yeah, this one has scratches on it, so I don't think anyone will take that. But this one will be up for sale, and I'll throw that up on the eBay. Hopefully get about $20 for it. Yeah, that was the Logan area. I didn't go down to Beanley just because I haven't found anything good there in a long time. But on the way home, I did go to Macrovat, the cash converters just near Garden City, and I paid $14 for these 3. Grand Theft Auto 5, Sonic Generations, great game, it's got a little bit of value, and just something I thought was cool, Super Mario History, 1985 to 2010, $4, those 2 are $5 each, decent deals, I'll make a little bit of money on them. The Computer Exchange in Garden City, they had a copy of Super Mario All-Stars, which was packaged with this, but they want like $75 for it, and I'm just not willing to pay that much. But yeah, cool little set there. I do already have this, but it's just something cool. My one is in a white case, which is weird. Maybe I'll throw the red case one up instead of the white one. Yeah. Something cool to get. Not worth anything, but it's kind of cool. And back to my local Salvation Army, or I think it's a Salvation Army. $2 for Batman Arkham City, the Xbox 360. Not worth anything, but I grabbed this just because this cost me $100 brand new back in the day. When did this come out? 2011? It must have been, because I was doing my Cert 3 in technology at that time. I'm getting paid $100 a week for it. For basically goofing off. Yeah, if anybody wants to use these codes, go for it. Otherwise, it's a cool little set. Yeah, I paid $100 brand new for this one back in the day. And to be fair, they did give me a bit of value for it. They gave me this steel case, and they gave me a DVD to go with it. Oh, cool, it had Arkham Asylum manual in there as well. And an Arkham City manual. Hey! Now that's some value, right? Get more than what you bargained for. Yeah, great game. Just really, really great game. And that is not everything. My mom bought me that. It was $1. Kmart was clearancing out their DVDs, and I thought, I'll grab it. Well, she thought she'd grab it just for me. I don't even like the new Star Wars movies. Nothing against them, they're just... they're shit. That's all I can really say, so... I'll do a video for this stuff later on. Expect that later in the week once I get the rest of my stuff. Other than that, I need to clean up a little bit around here, and I am going up to Toowoomba for the next couple of days just to get away from everything. Work's been hectic, life has been hectic. I've been filling a lot of forms. There's some big stuff happening in the future for me. Nothing video game or channel related, just massive life stuff that you guys don't really need to know about, but if you notice I'm not pumping out the content like I used to, stuff like that is why. Maybe I'll tell you guys eventually. Like, you guys will notice eventually. Like, there'll be a huge change around here. But yeah, that's all for now. Do my house, bidding you guys farewell. Hope you had fun watching. Leave a like if you want. Check out everyone I've mentioned in this video. Have a good one.
And that's all, folks.